The following is an International Day of Cooperatives message by the Honorable Michael C. PINTARD, Minister of Agriculture with responsibility for cooperatives.
Today, as we celebrate this year's International Day of Cooperatives, I stress the need for cooperation and concern for our fellow Bahamians. As Minister with responsibility for cooperative development, I join other committed citizens in championing the cause to create a wide range of decent work opportunities for our citizens, particularly those in rural communities, but certainly in our urban communities. All across our archipelago, Bahamians are in search of opportunities to generate income, to meet their most basic needs, food, shelter, and clothing, as well as the long-term empowerment of themselves and the communities within which they live. The 2019 International Day of Cooperatives theme, Co-ops for Decent Work, is a theme that is squarely focused on the value of employment. When it comes to empowering our people through meaningful employment, we must be relentless. But must not also forget that Bahamians are committed to ownership as well. As a member state of the United Nations, the Bahamas joins in the celebration of this 25th United Nations International Day of Cooperatives and the 96th International Cooperative Day. Since the government of the Bahamas endorsed the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in 2015, I joined with previous ministers in pursuing our national obligation to ensuring the achievement of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. In particular, my ministry is championing the cause in achieving at least 12 of the 17 global goals. Today, we celebrate Sustainable Development Goal 8 on this 2019 International Day of Cooperatives. Co-ops have a proven record in achieving sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all their members as called for by Goal 8. Cooperatives are an important tool in generating employment and income. An International Labor Organization 2008 publication puts it this way: Cooperating out of poverty, the renaissance of the African cooperative movement. It highlights three very practical employment objectives achieved by co-ops. 1, successful and economically viable cooperatives create economic opportunities. 2, they provide a basic level of social protection and security. And 3, they provide their members with voice and representation, all valid for the Bahamian context. Our government remains committed to promoting cooperative enterprises and assures Bahamians that their investments in co-ops are safe and sound. The Department of Cooperative Development is adequately staffed and equipped to provide all persons interested in starting up co-ops with the necessary technical assistance. The Department of Cooperative Development's mission is accelerating wealth creation through ownership of viable cooperative enterprises. My government is committed to growing the cooperative sector and its opportunities to provide decent work for all Bahamians. Globally, co-ops are known to have a positive impact on employment. The Bahamas is no exception. According to ILO's research, cooperatives employ people directly. More so, indirectly, they promote employment and self-employment through creating marketing opportunities and improving marketing conditions. In addition, cooperatives have the spillover effect to non-members whose professional activities are closely related to transactions with cooperatives, such as tradesmen or tradespersons or input suppliers. The Department of Cooperative Development is reporting an uptick in the demand for co-ops in a variety of emerging industries such as cascarilla, count and fisheries management, beekeeping, housing and construction, entrepreneurship, handicraft and souvenirs, agribusiness, natural medicine, sponging, agricultural cash crops, organic farming, recreation and outdoor sports, bone fish farming, purified drinking water, fly fishing and fishing guides, farming and agro-processing, and of course, waste management. The potential employment numbers for these 17 co-ops is an estimated 600 plus jobs. Women in our rural family island communities and several women associations are forming cooperatives to increase economic opportunities for their members. The Bahamas Network of Rural Women Producers is one such example. Headquartered in New Providence, the association is expanding its brand to include women entrepreneurs in rural communities throughout the country. Among the group of rural women are farmers, handicraft and souvenir producers. The High Heels Higher Association of Women Entrepreneurs and Professionals have also expressed interest in converting to a women's entrepreneur co-op, to focusing on empowerment, education, and entrepreneurship to develop women in rural communities. The beekeeping industry is attracting women from all socioeconomic backgrounds. Globally, honey production is big business. International trade indicators report annual exports of honey from Jamaica alone of approximately $10 million annually. The beekeeping industry is a multi-million-dollar industry and has been growing steadily since 2015. In the Bahamas, men and women from all walks of life are attracted to that sector. The Department of Cooperative Development has a growing school co-op program. At the close of 2018, the department's school co-op program had 1,000 plus students participating in 10 economic industries on 10 islands in 23 schools with an aggregate saving of $10,000. The future job market for these youth co-ops are well over 2,000 jobs. The Bahamas cooperative sector has great potential for the employment of our citizens while providing them with decent work and ownership in this economy. Together, with small and medium-sized enterprises, cooperatives are said to be the most significant source of new employment. Recent evidence have found that employment in employee-owned enterprises is less likely to be negatively affected by external economic shocks. The reality is that if Bahamian farmers are going to provide hotels, restaurants, supermarkets, and cruise ships with the quality products on a consistent basis at the price point that makes sense for them, they must work in tandem with each other. They are unable to do it alone. Therefore, co-ops provide a tremendous opportunity for smallholder farmers to work in concert with each other to meet the demand and to effectively reduce the large food import bill we presently have in the Bahamas. The Bahamas has an incredible opportunity to create greater economic ownership at all levels of our society, while assuring this year's theme is a reality: co-ops for decent work. Nothing is more noble than charting one's own economic course through partnering with like-minded individuals. I encourage all of you, young and old, urban and rural, rich and not so rich, to consider joining a cooperative today. And I want to wish all of you happy International Day of Cooperatives. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The proceeding was an International Day of Cooperatives message by the Honorable Michael C. Pintard, Minister of Agriculture with responsibility for cooperatives.